Now, the logic for the memory address mapping has been defined, and now we need to implement the same logic in the connections. That is, whenever corresponding lines are enabled, the desired module should get selected. For an example, when 10th bit is 1, then ROM should get selected. When 10th digit is equal to a 0, then RAM should get selected, right? So we need to make the appropriate connections in which the logic which has been defined will get exactly implemented. Now let us have a look at the connections from the bus system to the each module. Now have a look at this. Here, if you can actually see, the bus system is of 16 digits. Address bus is of 16 digits. And there is a data bus. Okay. And there are RAM 1, RAM 2, RAM 3, RAM 4, and ROM. Okay. Every RAM has these many connections. Let me write it. Every RAM has, CS1, CS2, read, write, address, and the data. This is the data connection. Okay. And every ROM has CS1, CS2, and address. Because read and write connections are not needed for ROM. Every RAM has these many connections, and only the one and only ROM we do have in the system has these connections, because we don't require read and write for ROM, because in case when ROM is selected, only read operation gets performed. Okay. Now we need to make appropriate connections to have our logic appropriately implemented. So what is the logic? The logic, again, let me remind you, whenever 10th digit of the address bus is equal to 1, ROM should get selected. Okay. Whenever 10th digit of the address bus is equal to 0, RAM should get selected. If ROM gets selected, all the RAMs must be disabled. If RAM gets selected, the ROM should get disabled. Okay. This is the logic. Okay. Now we will exactly implement this. Whenever 10th digit is equal to 1, ROM should be selected and RAM should be disabled. Right? Now, the selection technique. Okay. The logic for the selection. The logic for the selection is CS1 should be equal to 1 and CS2 should be equal to 0. Okay. This is the selection logic. Okay. The first choice is CS1 must be equal to 1. Second rule is CS2 must be equal to 0, which means that that particular module will get enabled. So we will exactly implement this. Okay. So what we'll do is, now let us say 10th digit is equal to 1. In this case, for an instance, let us take 10th digit is equal to 1. Now we need to ensure that all the RAMs must be disabled and ROM should get enabled. Okay. So first we will ensure that RAM will get disabled. So what I'll do is, in order to disable the RAM whenever 10th digit is equal to 1, what I'll do is, I will take the 10th digit, I will connect to CS2 of all the RAM chips. I will write it here. 10th digit will get connected to all the CS2 of RAM. Okay. Which means that whenever 10th digit is equal to 1, CS2 will be equal to 1 for RAM, which means that the rule for the selection is invalid, right? The straight away, the RAMs will get disabled, because CS2 is equal to 1 means that corresponding chip will get disabled. So what I'll do is, 10th digit, I will connect it to CS2 of a RAM, all the RAMs. Okay. So whenever 10th digit is equal to 1, the corresponding all the RAMs CS2s will be equal to 1. So immediately those will get disabled. Okay, now we need to enable ROM. We disable RAM, we should enable ROM when 10th is equal to 1. So what I'll do is, I will connect 10th digit to CS2 of ROM. See, I did not connect 10th digit directly to the CS2 of the ROM. What I have taken is, I have inverted the 10th digit and connected to the CS2 of the ROM. Okay, which means that whenever 10th digit is equal to 1, of course, all the RAMs will get directly disabled because 10th digit is directly connected to all the CS2s. So in which CS2 will be equal to 1, so the RAM gets disabled, and then this 10th digit is inverted and connected to CS2 of the ROM. Whenever it is inverted, CS2 will be equal to 0, which means that one selection rule is satisfied. That is, CS2 is equal to 0. And we need to ensure that second selection rule, that is CS1 is equal to 1, needs to get satisfied. Okay, we will achieve this by connecting the read pin to the CS1 of the ROM. Read pin must get enabled. Sorry, read pin must get connected to CS1 of ROM, because whenever ROM gets selected, only the operation that is going to be performed is read. Obviously, read will be equal to 1, which means that read is equal to 1, that is CS1, and 10th digit is equal to 1, which is inverted, that is connected to CS2 of ROM, which will select ROM and which will disable RAMs, because all the RAMs chip CS2 is from 10th digit, is from the 10th digit. Okay, now we need to enable RAM. Okay, whenever 10th digit is equal to a 0. How? Let us see.